County, which is amazing. We are co-owned and managed by the Nature Conservancy in Ohio and Cincinnati Museum Center, and that's who I work for.
All right.
So I get to live and work out here in this beautiful county, and yeah, it's really great.
It is a beautiful county and a beautiful area, and so you work for the Cincinnati Museum, and how did you get into this?
Yeah, I know, right? So actually, I went to school to be a natural history interpreter. I went to Hocking College and have worked with nature preserves and Forest Service for a little while, and just by luck found the job opening down here.
So what do you do?
Right. So I teach people about nature. That's it in a nutshell. But we have lots of different ways of doing that. Yeah. So we teach school kids, teach the public that comes out to the preserve. We do go into the schools as well. Things like today. This is also part of it. So yeah,
That's
anytime
awesome.
we can get in front of people, we'll teach them about nature.
Let's talk about all the preserved land here and how important that is.
So I think a lot of people maybe don't know that this area, Adams County in particular, it's one of the most biodiverse places in the state of Ohio, which blows my mind, right? Because
I wouldn't think that, no.
It's very unsuspecting, right?
Yeah.
So we have a tremendous amount of plant and animal life, and some of it you cannot find in other parts of the state.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what are some of them?
Okay, so for example, we have 2 endangered species here in Adams County that, one, this is the only place that they are on the preserve, and that's the Allegheny wood rat, which I know that's a terrible name, but they're cute little creatures that collect things out of the forest.
An Allegheny wood rat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he is a little rat. He's super cute. And he makes little middens or collections of sticks and things he wants to eat, and they're super adorable. And they live in the cliffs on the preserve.
Okay, all right.
Another endangered species we have is called the green salamander. They're also cliff-dwelling species. There's only 2 other populations outside the county in Ohio.
Wow.
So we've got the bulk of them. And another really, really cool thing is, and so hopefully this will wow you, because it does me, if you think about all the different kinds of plants that would occur in the state of Ohio, so trees, grasses, wildflowers, mosses, ferns, all of it, just on the preserve, we have half of all the plants that occur in Ohio.
Really?
Yes.
Half? Wow. That does wow me.
Good, I'm so glad.
I would never have guessed that. I mean,
and think about
incredible.
if we try to survey the rest of the county, it would probably be a little bit more. So it's just on the preserve. So we're very lucky we live in this amazing place.
How did the preserve come about? How long has it been around?
So the first parcel was purchased in 1959 by the Nature Conservancy, and the Nature Conservancy in Ohio was a brand new fledgling organization. So they weren't ready to manage any properties. So that's why they transferred it to Cincinnati Museum of Natural History, which of course is now Cincinnati Museum Center. So that's why that partnership exists. But the main driver behind the conservation movement out here was a very famous ecologist, Dr. E. Lucy Brown. She did a lot of her work out here in Adams County because we are so special with all the nature.
Yeah.
And
I had no idea.
Yeah. And so she was the main driver behind it. And so, that first purchase was Lynx Prairie, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with.
Yeah.
So Lynx Prairie is these dry, special prairies that in Ohio only exist here in Adams County.
Do they own land in other counties in Ohio or just Adams?
The Nature Conservancy? Yeah, so the Nature Conservancy is actually an international organization. But yes, they have land throughout Ohio, the rest of the
But it started right here.
But how about the museum center? Do they have land in other places?
No, so we once the Nature Conservancy kind of got its feet under it, they stopped transferring over to the museum center. So we still have, a few thousand acres of the preserve is technically under ownership by us, and then the rest is the Nature Conservancy. Yeah.
So you brought Mike along here. Mike, what do you do?
Yeah, well, I'm an AmeriCorps service member,
Okay.
and I assist Robin with her education programs, and I go to schools and help out with the in-class, but then also assist with field classes too. And
I gotta guess the field classes got to be pretty fun.
oh, they're so much fun. They're a blast.
Yeah.
Just being out in in nature with the kids is just so much fun, and turning rocks over and seeing what's underneath.
That's like That's what we do as kids.
I know, and yeah.
I played
so-
in the creeks, you know, those skipping rocks, turning rocks over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so much fun, and just the enthusiasm, and I go to schools too, and just that energy that the kids